If you are an analytical person, designing your own workout routine feels like the ultimate optimization hack. You get to hyperfixate on exercise selection, research obscure variations, and tailor everything to your exact preferences. It feels like building your own custom software. But, for a beginner, a do-it-yourself routine is almost always a trap. In engineering, trying to build a complex system without understanding the foundational architecture leads to critical bugs, system crashes, and endless thrashing. In the weight room, it leads to plateaus, chronic fatigue, and injury. Today, we are breaking down the 5 logical errors beginners make when designing their own programs, and why stripping away the chaos is the only predictable path to real strength. The first major bug is losing the forest for the trees. Beginners naturally focused almost entirely on exercise selection, choosing the perfect angle for an incline fly, or debating the best lat pull-down grip. But exercise selection is just one dimension of an effective program. What really drives strength adaptation is the structural engine underneath: progression logic and fatigue management. When you don't have a proven, rigid routine to ground you, you become highly susceptible to shiny object distractions. Every time a new piece of fitness data pops up on your feed, you're tempted to immediately rewrite your program to incorporate it. In computer science, we call this thrashing, spending so much time changing variables and swapping processes that nothing actually gets done. If you change your exercises every 2 weeks, your body never stays on a linear path long enough to actually adapt. Next, because beginners want to cover all their bases, DIY routines almost always end up heavily bloated. You end up with way too many exercises packed into a single day. You think that more volume equals more progress, but you lack the historical data to accurately gauge your own recovery capacity. This results in grueling, 2-hour gym sessions that completely drain your cognitive battery. Instead of driving targeted strength gains, you are simply accumulating systemic junk volume. You leave the gym overtrained, fried, and facing immediate choice paralysis before your next session, because the routine is simply too massive to sustain. The third error is a pure lack of structural balance. Beginners simply don't have the specialized knowledge required to balance training volume across opposing muscle groups. Left to their own devices, most beginners heavily favor what they can see in the mirror. They load up on pressing movements and severely neglect pulling volume. Even worse, lower body volume is frequently minimized or omitted because compound leg work is hard and uncomfortable. This structural deficit doesn't just stall your numbers. It creates severe muscle imbalances that eventually manifest as joint pain and posture issues. Finally, beginners have very poor intuition around training variables like intensity and volume. Without an objective framework telling you what to do, you will usually default one of two extremes. Either you go way too heavy, way too often, maxing out every week to test your strength rather than building it, or you stay far too light, sandbagging your sets because you can't accurately gauge how close you are to true failure. Furthermore, because DIY routines lack built-in safety valves like planned deload weeks or volume offsets, fatigue compounds silently until it triggers sudden burnout or acute injury. The cure to this chaos is outsourcing the architecture. As a beginner, your only job should be executing a proven process with perfect form, not designing the system. A rigid, sound routine like a novice linear progression, starting strength, or strong lifts 5x5 removes all of the guesswork. It handles the math, protects your recovery, and prevents executive fatigue. If you want a logical, system-driven approach to strength that respects your time and energy, hit that subscribe button. And if you want an exact, identity-affirming training template built around your specific recovery metrics and goals, click the link below to join my coaching waitlist. Let's stop guessing and start building. See you in the next video.